Imagine launching a new business venture only to realise that the first product or service is a flop. Does this mean you've failed? Some might say so. But that's fixed mindset thinking, where everything is predetermined or out to get you. That's not a great place to be. Your first failure in any pursuit can teach you more than weeks of research. When you think about using the fail first philosophy, you can use proactive failure to accelerate your success rate. You've probably heard the term trial and error, and using that method beats hesitation hands down. If you fail and try again, fail again, learn a bit more, fail again, keep learning, you'll eventually reach that success point much quicker than just stopping and worrying about what everyone else thinks. Those small repeated losses can add up and build momentum to get you to that success point much, much quicker. You need to be refocusing away from the failure and more towards the lessons you're learning each time things go a bit wrong. It's all about learning the lessons because success is built on failures. Wins come from loss after loss after loss after loss. It might take you many, many, many attempts before you get to where you want to go, but you're never going to get there unless you keep trying. Every single setback teaches you something new if you spend the time to figure out what went wrong and then what you need to do to not make that same mistake again. Focus on the systems of getting things wrong, reviewing what happened, rectifying the problem and trying again, and then do that as many times as you need to do to get to the end result that you're after. Expecting instant results straight away is just not something that's going to work and might actually make you feel worse in the long run. Everything you do is a test to see what works and what doesn't work. It's all about building the resilience and adaptability to carry on trying different things again and again. Every time something goes wrong and you go through that, then you're slowly teaching yourself to deal with that failure, which will build yourself resilience. And the more resilient you get, the more able you are to deal with bigger and bigger failures. And with that, you'll also build the strength you need to bounce back from even bigger setbacks. Becoming uber adaptable beats perfectionism every single time. With perfectionism, you're more likely to just want things to be perfect, and then if they're not, you stop and then you just try it exactly the same way again because you've already predetermined that that's the way it has to work. But it's not. It's likely that actually works in a completely different way than you ever thought it would. But until you open yourself up to being adaptable, then you're never going to find it and never going to get there. Success follows those who persist again and again and again and again and again and again. And again, loads more times too. So if you haven't already got it, my philosophy that I'm trying to let you know about is to focus on failing first. That's the strategy you need to deal with failure on a regular basis and not treat it all as a setback after setback after setback. Start fearing failure less, but act more. So keep testing, improving, and pushing forwards. You'll definitely get there in the end. It might not be in exactly the way you thought it was going to look, but you'll still get there and you'll learn loads of new things that you can use for the future.